Yeah. I want you guys to look at the perp. Delivery guy, all black. Come up my apartment building.
Right. And it's a gorgeous color.
Alright, and then the two Jewish girls looking at him and then looking over at the white van. Alright. Again, eye movement, staring movement. Alright. This is what they do. Now he was standing there. Wait, now is he actually delivering any food? I don't know. Okay? But I want you to understand how they set these things up. Alright, waiting for me to leave. Again, using people in all black. Because as soon as he sees me, he was just standing by his scooter. And as soon as he sees me, okay, meaning that he was there for a while. I know he was there for a while. So like I said, he was standing by his scooter. It wasn't like he just pulled up. It wasn't like he just staying, getting off his scooter. He was standing there. It wasn't until I get out of my apartment building as I exit out, he decided to go to move to the back now. And then the two Jewish girls looking at him and then looking over at the white van using staring movement. You gotta look at the head movements. Right? You gotta look at the head movements, the eye movements, Again, that's their subtle way of engaging and targeting. Alright, it's called staring campaign. Okay? It's like how they would look up at the apartment buildings, the windows, And like I said, they're not fooling anybody. So again, last night, I called, when I got home last night, I called Pam. And again, they're using the police sirens every time I call her. I just call her just to let her know I got in the house safe. And then I ended up calling my son. And there again, after I called her, she didn't pick up. She sent me a text. So I called my son. And they were, again, engaging in police siren noise campaign, as you can hear right now. Get the noise campaign. Right? And then she calls me back. Right? And when she calls me back again, they use the police siren again. Okay? Oh, I gotta. There's a crowd of people there. I'll just go through there. Right? So again, so in all 4 instances, they were using the police siren. Okay?
And when it comes
Excuse me. Just stand up in front of the damn way. Try to knock his ass over. Alright, so again, just to show you guys what it is that they're up to. I said, excuse me, and he didn't even move out of the way. He just stood there. Now, if I had knocked him over, I would have been wrong. But this is what they do again, to emotionally manipulate you, right? And when this is happening to you all the time, like it did in the past, you tend to get angry. You're like, what the hell? Why people always trying to block me, right? So this is what they do. I'm showing you guys examples of how they manipulate people's emotions into anger in order to manipulate them and land them in trouble. So if you don't know what's going on, most likely, you will, and particularly, like I said, particularly in the black community, where other groups know how to use our emotions against us, because most of us are raised in single households run by women. So we'd have no male in the house to show us how to really control our emotions. This is what they do. Again, they plan this shit. Oh, now look at the homeless theme now. Now this is the first time I've ever come down in this train station and see a homeless person on the ground like that, right? Ridiculous, but that's what they do. All right, so like I said, you guys see the homeless theme. All right. Yeah. Well, are you just looking at me in my face and then looking down at the homeless man? All right. See, again, showing you guys how they plan this stuff. This stuff is all planned, right? And people would say, well, what, like my sister would always say to me, what makes you so important that the government would want to do this to you? And I just shake my head. Because, you know, the ignorance of religious people, even within your family, who think that you have to be important for the United States government or for the racists and the law enforcement agencies, or let's just say the predator enforcement agencies and the security agencies to engage in such behavior. And I said to her, I said, let me ask you a question. I said, everybody that the U.S. government have ever experimented on, were they wealthy, famous people? You know, because sometimes you gotta show them the logic and the flawed in their thinking, right? And the logical flaw in their thinking. I said, there's never been a group of people who have been wealthy, which the government have ever done these things to. I said, why? Why do you think that's so? Why do you think that is? It's because they have the money, the financial resources, and probably as well as other resources, lawyers, you know, investigators that they can hire to and spend money to investigate their claim. I said the government, when they do this stuff, is never going to experiment on wealthy people. They always do it to those who are poor, the mentally ill, those in the prisons, right?
It's very good.
So again, you know, like I always shake my head because sometimes having a conversation with some of our people, including our own family members, it's like, you know, you say to yourself like, shit, you know, what reality are they living in? You know, what is it that they don't know? And they don't know a lot, right? They don't know a lot. They know about their job, how to do their job. They know about, you know, people within this circle, what they see on TV or in the movies, you know, what they read in a so-called book, in a book, I should say, called the Bible or the Quran or the Torah. And that's it. That's it. No form of critical thinking skills. You know, and this is a big problem, particularly, like I said, when you're coming in the, you're looking down at the train station, right? Yeah, let it be. They'll be homeless too. So I'm not worried. Like I said, whatever they do to me, they're gonna be done. It's gonna be done to them. So I'm not worried about that. Oh, also by the way, right? So now that again using, you know, I usually buy things using Afrim, and again they engage in this, you know, the financial collapse or the financial manipulation in order to deny me, you know, line of credit, right? And again, I've always paid my Afrim payments. Okay. Matter of fact, I just paid off 4 of my bill, right? So, you know, but that's what they do. And we gotta understand these things and how they engage in these things. So, am I surprised? No, because they've done it before. Right? They've done it before. So I am not surprised, and I am not shocked at all. Okay. Oh shit! I'm gonna miss my bus. Oh shit. Okay. All right, I get the next one. But yeah, this is what they do, right? All right, so let's get back to what I was saying, right? So yeah, you know, they always, you know, like I said, it's a shame when, as a black person, and I realized this within the black community a long time ago, that the people who raised us, the people who are with us in our community, basically don't know a lot, you know, and they will hate you for knowing more than them. They will hate you for telling them the truth, and you knowing the truth. You know, they will say things like, you know that anybody can put anything on the internet, and I'm like, okay, you know, anybody can put anything in the library too, right? You know, the history books they have in the library is based on, a lot of it is based on lies, right? Okay, but then they'll also go to the internet to go look up scriptures and all this stuff. And I said to them, well, you know, they can put everything on the internet, right? So why are you looking up scriptures on the internet? You got your Bible, right? mean, it just goes to show you again how they manipulate things and wording to suit what it is that they believe, right? But then try to discredit you for knowing the truth. When their mother effers don't even know the truth, right? They've been living a lie and believing in a lie since they were very young with the indoctrination of religion, right? So there's no surprise that you got to understand the mindset. Because if you believe in a lie, you're going to live a lie, right? If you believe in hypocrisy, you're going to live in hypocrisy, right? If you believe in contradiction, you're going to live a life of contradiction, okay? And if you've been programmed into ignorance, and you can't, and the people around you cannot bring you out of that ignorance, and you yourself cannot bring yourself out of that ignorance, then you're going to live in ignorance, just the way it is. So many of us tend to want to, side skirt the stuff, and because we don't want to do no research. We're so afraid of going to hell because that has been conditioned into us, right? But we never stop and think, how come the people that gave us the Bible are not afraid of going to hell? Right? How come white people who engage in, the continued discrimination, continued racism, continued brutality against us black people, how come you never ask them, why is it that they're not afraid of going to hell? That I would like to see. But we are afraid of going to hell. These very same people, like these Jewish people, they're not afraid of going to hell. You think they're afraid of going to hell? They are not afraid of going to hell. We're the ones that's afraid of going to hell. Look at her. Look, stick a pinky finger out of her coat jacket, right? Again, I want you to see what it is, the hand signal that they're doing. Right? So, well, that's her thumb. Okay. So look at how she put her hands in her pocket, her thumb sticking out. Alright, let me do the same thing. Alright, so again, using the color black, looking at the black car. Look. He comes out, she moves, look at the black car, he comes out with a hat. With the C on it, right? It stands for me, it stands for courage. Right? So again, you need to reinterpret these things because what they put in your head is negative. You gotta understand it. Yeah, get the fuck on. Walk on by. But yeah, again, showing you guys this stuff. So look at them. They're looking at their phone like, yeah, fuck you. You see what they're doing? The whole eye movement. Look at her. Look at the expression on their faces. Look at how they move. Right? Always remember. Always know what it is that they're doing. Always understand what it is that they're doing, so they could no longer manipulate you. All right? I'm giving you guys the blueprint. So going forward, you know exactly what to do.